Hello Disney fans, this is Christian Milan again. The animation schedule just came out for the D23 Expo. I'm going to talk a little bit about the schedule, but mostly about how to get into the different panels and make the most of your D23 Expo experience. So here we go. So first things first, a reminder about tickets. If you ordered your tickets before June 16th, the tickets will start to be mailed on June 22nd. So expect your tickets to arrive in the mail if you live in the continental United States around July 1st. If for some reason you ordered after June 16th, or you don't live in the continental United States and you have to go to will call, give yourself enough time to pick up your tickets at will call. For example, if you plan to attend a morning panel on Saturday and you really want to get in line really early, you're not going to be able to get to the will call window until 8 a.m. and you're going to waste a lot of time trying to get your tickets. So just make sure you get your tickets the day before. Will call opens at 10 a.m. on Thursday, at 7 a.m. on Friday, and 8 a.m. on Saturday. So up till now we talked about a lot of tips, but I'm going to take you through a specific plan that has to do with animation. Now, if you're a diehard animation fan and you really need to see a lot of these animation panels, here's what you'll need to do. So on Friday, there's the animation panel at 2:30 p.m. This animation panel is hosted by John Lasseter. If you're an animation fan, this is a must-see. To get into the animation panel, I highly recommend you do not go to the Legends panel. In fact, I would even recommend not attending anything on the show floor that requires any sort of line. So if you arrive around, say, 10 a.m., you might find yourself comfortably in the main Hall D23. If you arrive after 10 a.m., you'll probably find yourself in an overflow line and not be able to see that panel live. Now the next thing you have to know is they're gonna seal your phones or even maybe take them upon entering the animation panel. No matter what, they're gonna have people walking up and down the aisle making sure you don't have your phones in Hall D23. So just make sure you plan not to have contact with anybody for the next 2 or 3 hours. So after you finish your panel on Friday afternoon, I would just immediately go to your hotel, get some rest, because tomorrow, the Saturday of the expo, is going to be a huge day. So Saturday morning, 10:30 a.m., this panel is a game changer. It's called The Power of the Princess, and it's going to feature the voices of the films Little Mermaid, Moana, Princess and the Frog, and Mulan. And it's going to be an amazing panel. And you're going to want to be up really early for this panel. I'd say line up by 4 a.m. if possible. Now it's going to be on stage 28. It's going to be on a smaller stage than Hall D23, so lines aren't expected to be that long. But I've already heard talk from people who are going to actually avoid the live action Hall D23 presentation in favor of this presentation because they want to see the princesses up close and in person. Now one strategy that you can incorporate is using the stage pass. Now the stage pass is going to be distributed in 2 separate waves. One wave is going to be in the morning once the expo floor opens. These stage passes that are distributed in the morning are only for panels from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So the 10:30 a.m. Power of the Princess panel may not even have a stage pass. Now any panel after that between 11 and 3, for example, the next panel, the 12:15 stage 28 panel about Pixar animation locations, might have a stage pass associated with it. So if you wanted to opt out of the 10:30 a.m. panel, you might just go ahead and get a stage pass to get into the 12:15. And remember, they clear rooms after each panel, so you can't just squat in one panel and expect to just automatically get into the next one. This is not San Diego Comic-Con. The next round of stage passes will start distributing at 12:30, and you'll find that people start milling about at around 11:30 for that 12:30 11:30 opening. They make sublines before the official line actually opens to get stage passes. So once that line opens, it usually takes about 30 to 45 minutes for the most popular panels to be completely sold out. And again, you don't need to purchase it, it's complimentary, but once they run out, then they're out. How can you best use the stage pass strategy? What I personally would do is I would, if I really wanted to, attend the 10:30 Power of the Princess panel on Saturday, and once that is over at around 12, go immediately to the stage pass line in Hall A. Hall A will be where the stage pass line is. Get in that line if you can right after the 10:30 a.m. panel. Once you're in that line, you're able to get a pass for one of my favorite panels of the day, which is the Pixar Characters panel at 6 p.m. That's going to be a really popular panel, also happening in stage 28 on the second floor. There you can see a lot of the legendary artists talk about how they brought the Pixar animated characters to life. And I'm really interested in going to this panel, so I'll probably be there as well. Now for Sunday, they don't really allow overnight queuing on Saturday night, so the 11:30 a.m. Bambi panel will be relatively easier to get into. You might only have to just show up around when the expo opens on Sunday to get into that panel. And if you follow my previous D23 Expo Dream Store merchandise review, there's going to be a lot of Bambi merchandise to commemorate the 75th anniversary. So I'm going to close out the video with one quick tip. Pick one or two things that you like to do each day. In the end, you'll be very lucky if you get to see 3 panels over the course of 3 days at the expo. That is way above average. Usually people get to see maybe 1, maybe 2 panels during their expo experience. The rest of the time is shopping and going on the show floor, seeing different artists. Be sure to visit the Animation and Pixar Pavilion on the show floor. There's going to be a lot of surprise artists, directors, creators that are part of the Pixar and Walt Disney Animation Film Studio that are going to be signing autographs and giving away free lithographs, and you definitely don't want to miss out on that. Hope you liked the video. Please let me know if you have any questions. I love seeing your questions and I'll answer them as soon as I can. But until we see each other at Expo, have a magical day.